Welcome, friend of child, and congratulations on the first day of your illustrious career with the Fatui. You sound remarkably sure of yourself. Remember, we are mere mortals. But back to the matter at hand. Child tells me that he has upheld his end of—
What agreement? Oh,
Correct. Child promised he would find someone to break the stalemate.
Where is that guy anyway?
Child is currently at Lioli Pavilion.
Oh, Paimon. There are two styles of cooking in the flagship restaurant of the least. Don't talk to Paimon like that. Anyway.
Aha, you made it. As promised, I found someone who can help you. Someone who can solve the mystery of why the Liyue Qixing would hide the Geo-Archon's vessel.
So, where is he? In Leo?
He certainly is. I took the liberty of setting up a business dinner, as per the
Welcome back, sir. You honor us with your patronage. Mr. Zhongli is awaiting your arrival in the room you booked.
Hi. Allow me to introduce Mr. Zhong Li, consultant to an organization known as Wang Sheng, and a trusted associate of the Fatui. Indeed, Wang Sheng's line of work can be sensitive at times, and we, the Fatui, have always been glad to do business with friends who walk in the shadows.
It is an honor to meet you.
Discretion? Shadows?
Indeed. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor organizes burials.
Did you think he was some sort of high? The Fatui calls many such people friends, but the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does not dabble in such business. Well, they are still... I shouldn't say too much. In any case...
Because I can bring you to see Rex...
What?
Don't be so surprised. Sure, the Geo-Archon's body has been...
Rex Lapis may be the prime of Adepti, but he is ultimately an Adeptus. Many Adepti have left us over the millennia. The times have changed. You must have felt it too when you were at Jueyun Karst. As you have seen, the time of the Adepti is ending. In years past, Liyue's tradition was that a huge memorial service be held.
Yeah, the killer hasn't...
Deicide or not, the concern of the Wangsheng funeral parlor is this. When the ritual to receive... Traveler, Child has told me a lot about you. Since you have had dealings with the Animo Archon.
Well, if you really think about it...
Indeed, no amount of The Tianquan Ningguang has forbidden anyone from accessing Rex Lapis's vessel, which of course you would need.
Precisely. Only by participating. If we are agreed, come with me.
Alright, my bridge building work here is done. Turned out well, didn't? You can go if you want to. Don't worry about me. I might just have a few more drinks and get acquainted with these things they call...
After having experienced the land of the absentee Archon, Traveler. I see. But I suppose you have yet to experience the substance of Liyue's 3007. Organizing the rite of parting should prove to be an enlightening part. Liyue is the most prosperous of the 7 nations, defended by deities and ruled by the Qixing. Ningguang of the Qixing has always been on her guard against the Fatui. That is in all likelihood.
Huh. What would Child...
I neither know nor do I wish to know. As far as I am concerned, the Fatui are merely... These are the advance funds that Child has provided. If you use them up, you can go...
Wow!
Well then, let us be off. The first step in our preparation...
Welcome to the Jade Mystery, my good friends. Would you like to... It's cheap and it's fun, and who knows, you just might...
Betting? No, we're here for...
Noctilucus Jade, of Radiant.
Radiant grade, Noctilucus Jade? I see, you're... What do you think? The Jade Mystery is an old name in the jade business. Just look at that wonderful quality. Rex Lapis...
These 3 pieces really do look pretty, but how do we pick? Should we just grab one and go?
Oh? You want me to decide? If it were me, the ant...
Oh?
I'll take them all, boss.
Oh, you act with such panache, good sir. I always knew you were not...
Oh, wait, but... Hey! If we only need 1 for the ritual, aren't we wasting 3...
Oh, Mora. It is as you say. I suppose...
Huh? How do you not
If one must always consider Mora before acting, then in all things one is... All Mora is currency, but not all currency is...
What? Is this how the rich live? Well, he knows a lot about big money, but not a lot about big saving.
No need to waver, even when I am constrained by Mora. Evaluating the quality of Noctilucous jade is indeed very tricky. As crude ore, there is little difference in texture. Only after the item made using Noctilucous jade has taken shape, if you return to those crafty merchants to quibble, they will counter by saying that your crafting bench is...
Whoa! To think it's that...
But there is a way to truly evaluate this jade. And a fool sees the pointer, and...
What does that mean?
If you point at the moon with your finger, a wise man... The patterns, the facade, these are all the finger. Noctilucous jade is a mystical stone used to light. Noctilucous jade of excellent quality would have superior pyro affinity. In other words, the bluer and brighter the luster of the ore under high temperature, I have imparted the priceless secrets of the jade trade.
Priceless, huh? Hyman's just said that we might never be able... We're back to buy some rocks, boss. But can you let us burn them first?
Burn them? You can't do that, my friends. If you were to do so, what would I have to sell? That would... How about this? I can take a small sample of all three. I'll take...
Don't worry. I know the rules. As long as we can prove that it is good jade.
All right. Take these as samples. I've carved them off with a knife and tagged them to boot.
Aren't these too thin? Even paper's thicker. No, even a bug's wings are thicker. These are almost see-through.
Stingy? I've already been very generous.
But wouldn't something this thin go poof if we held it to the fire?
It can't be helped. Trying to deprive a merchant of his profits would be like forcing a ravenous wolf to vomit up the food in it.
What sort of condition?
While we add the high temperatures using pyro, we can use hydro to reinforce it from within.
Oh! Oh, sir.
Strictly speaking, asking for samples when we have not yet agreed to purchase the goods is unfair. Trade in Liyue must be big.
Well, guess we just need to find a place to try this out. Oh, Paimon remembers! We once saw this big pot down at the Data Upa Gorge in the camp of... Now, let's...
It has been a long time since I last set foot in the Nation of Wind. A friend of mine from Mondstadt would always bring a few bottles of locally brewed dandelion wine whenever he came to visit me in Liyue. It must be said that the famed liquor of the land of pastorals is far better than Sumeru's frigid snake wine.
That's the pot! It looks like the hilichurls are They're still using it. It's a bit impolite, but we gotta cut the line. There's still soup in here. These hilly churls sure have big appetites. This soup looks like it could be used as our hydro-elemental protection. We're ready to go. Paimon will use pyro to keep making the pot hotter until we get the results we... Mr. Zhongli said that the shinier and bluer the ore gets, the better it is. Whoa! That light comes from the first Noctilucous Jade! Hilly trolls are surrounding us again! Were they attracted by the light? Such nosy neighbors! Let's take care of them and continue with their nap! That came from the second Noctilucous Jade, didn't it? More hilly trolls! They don't give up, do they? Looks like they're mad that we ruined their food! Oh, that's bright! Too bright! That was the third Noctilucous Jade, wasn't it? It was so much shinier than the rest. Let's go with that one. Let's head back to the Jade Mystery to buy some jade, shall we?
You're back, my friends. I've kept the goods for you. Which of them would...
Huh? No, it wasn't that one. Think about hard. Huh? No, think about... Exactly.
No problem.
Then we'll take a...
Done. All the same, and pardon me for asking, but I'm curious.
I suppose it would not hurt to tell you.
Parting? Oh, dear. I'd heard the rumors, but oh, it's hard to believe. Even though the Jade Mystery has been in decline, it is said that when our Lord lost his way while going incognito in the city 200 years ago, it was a spoon from the Jade Mystery that he had... Alas, alas, all things must pass. Well, if...
Are you sure? You didn't want to even give us an inch?
If not for our Lord's protection, this city wouldn't exist as it does now. No proprietor could earn...
I'm sure Rex left...
In the safe hands of the Liyue Cheating and good honest merchants such as yourself, I for...
All right. Thank you, my friends. What's with me
Now that we've made our choice, let's take this Noctilucent.
Hey, wait a minute. He said it was half price, not that we could leave without paying.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I must have forgotten. As I thought.
Any what?
Mora. My apologies. Another oversight.
Oh, that won't do. This isn't some small sum. That's a relief. Have a look.
It's fine. Just enough for half price. Though, to be honest, it'd be all right even if...
Well, it's settled then. Let's take this jade to Yujing Terrace. That's where we plan.
Look at you bossing everyone around. You didn't cough up a single more.
I will do my best.
Let's dance!
We can leave the jade here. I have already called for a jewelsmith. Ah, yes. I have yet to go and see Child. So...
Guess we can't do anything else. Also...
Yes. I have already rented this location, and have begun making That's right.
But when something this big happened here, should suspects like us really be at the crimes? Although with that said, since we got back from Dwayne Karst, none of those pesky Millilith soldiers... Also, the...
Traditionally, we call it the Exuvia.
Ah, right! That's what it was called. You seem to know everything, Mr. Zhongli.
One must think that they already have someone in mind. Or perhaps they already know. Surely they must have found all the evidence that there is to... These things are for the authorities in Yujing Terrace to consider. Before the rite is conducted, the Exuvia will be kept temporarily in the
Golden House?
The only mint in Liyue, which is to say the only mint in Teyvat.
Oh, no! Paimon wasn't thinking about... But why do you know this, Mr. Zhongli?
Since the rite of parting has the approval of the Qixing, it is a semi-official event. As such, perhaps each has their motives. But this is the capital of commerce, in Liyue, where the god of contracts reigns. Oh, well then, we should go and...
Perfumes?
No. Perfumes used to honor the gods must be freshly decocted. Silk flower petals contain a fibrous material of good quality, often used in brocade making. Its scent, however, is most...
It's time for Zhongli's lectures on high society.
We shall not speak of...
You can't beat the atmosphere here in Liyue.
Silk flowers?
Which kind?
Ugh, you ignorant shoppers.
Golden House Maiden, Valley Weaver, and Fate's Yearning. One of each.
My goodness, you two must be his servants. Please refrain from any further. Now then, please peruse at your leisure.
Silk flowers exhibit different properties based on how they're in. Just look at the abundant foliage here. And these stamens, glamorous by contrast. This variety thrives in any dark, damp location, often in large clusters. Lastly, this strain is quite the recluse. Unlike its exuberant cousins, flowers and foliage are minimal, and when in season, silk flowers have all but disappeared from the wild today due to geographical changes over Liyue's history.
Wow, a true connoisseur. Most of that.
I possess but a smattering of trivial knowledge. My traveler friend is the one to watch.
Oh, Mr. Zhongli, you're way too humble.
I'll take them all, boss.
Again?
How can I put this? When purchasing opera tickets, it is natural to decide based on which singer has the most melodious voice. But this silk flower purchase is not an analogy. Perhaps you don't know. Tradition states that we should decoct perfume from different subspecies, like several other tedious and complicated traditions, but this is the only rite of parting to take place for one of the 7 in 3,700 years. As such, now that's settled.
You forgot to bring money again?
If I may interject, did I hear you say that the...
Yes,
Gosh, well, why didn't you say so? It would be bad luck to say it out loud, but I've been worried about our dear Lord ever since. Since these flowers will be used to glorify our Lord...
Are you serious?
Why wouldn't I be? If he hadn't written those poems in praise of my wares, they'd only be worth a fraction of what I can sell them for today.
Huh. So much folklore here revolves around Liyue's deity.
Thank you, boss. I think I speak for all of us when I say that your
Our skins? You were the one who forgot to bring money.
Please, it's the least.
So, now that we've got the flower...
Ideally with the help of an expert. Unfortunately, none of my acquaintances have personal experience.
Talk about first...
Hence, I need you to help by asking around in the city. Try the common folk, especially with...
So this time we get to go around town looking for nice-smelling leaves.
I will wait for you near the Statue of the Seven. Meet me there.
Maybe we can find some good candidates at the Adventurers Guild. Let's ask Lan. She's master of the Liyue branch, right?
Susu, I'm exhausted.
I stopped accepting commissions a long time ago. Sorry, you two, but you'll just have to...
Oh, it's not that kind of favor. It's just a...
Do I look like the kind of girl who wears...
Well, Paimon thinks you smell amazing. So come on, Lan.
Now that you mention it, yes, there is some... Oh, it must be from the Genshin flowers I picked on the way back.
Aha! The truth is out. Lan's got a soft spot.
No, they were from medicinal... Anyway, this is a pointless conversation. If you want to know about perfume, try talking to Chi-Mei.
The fortune teller, right? Paimon remembers she smells pretty good. Thanks, Lan. See you around.
Feng's Ironmongers.
Here to serve.
Hello. How may...
We've come to ask you a question.
Perfume? I rarely think to use it, let alone about... That said, some of the cosmetics I use are scented. Since I usually set up my stall by the docks, I avoid perfume like the plague, because Celestia forbid...
That's the worst.
While we're on the subject, have you never heard anyone mention Yingar's homemade perfume?
Yinger? Oh, as in...
Yes, that's her. Many a rich family's daughter has gotten her to make perfume for them. Apparently, her homemade product...
Great! This is just the
Should I save this money?
Well, hello. You found me at last.
What? How did you know?
Oh, I heard a rumor about a couple who were snooping around town. Look, actually, I was starting to worry you wouldn't find me. This is the old...
Snooping around? Why are you making it out like we're bad?
What can I say? People love to talk. Maybe you ought to be more discreet. Relax. I know why you're here. You want to get your hand on my homemade perfume, don't you? 3 in one go. You have extreme tastes for someone your age. Maybe the rumors I heard were true after all. You're on the prowl. Is that the best you could come up with? Even if you were genuinely offering perfume to a deity, that doesn't
Zhongli was right. People don't remember this tradition in...
As one of my favorite poems goes.
That went over by...
In short, I'm happy to help. Traveler, you can be my assistant. So, where is a good place for making... Where is that? Mondstadt? We're only making some perfume. Somewhere closer to home will do.
That's not being honest.
I've had a word with Chef Mao. Are you ready to
What did you...
I meant make me proud. As my assistant, while I'm setting up, you...
Leo has really got a lot going for it.
Try something new at the Wanmin restaurant.
This water... Now, I need you to extract... Perfume making uses an altogether different technique from alchemy. Here, let me teach you. You need to keep your wrist firm. Now, use your strong hand to stir it with a persistent rhythm. Ooh, you're a... Now take these and try it out. Don't forget to do all 3. They look visually identical during the essence extraction process.
Cheap and tasty chop suey!
Wow, this is some exquisite silk flower essence. The essence is placed into water and simmered over a low heat until... You must take care to control the heat during this process. If the temperature goes too high, so please focus on controlling the heat. This is the final. Don't waste a drop of that essence now. We want... 3 perfumes are ready, and you a testament to the lengths you will go to for romance. It's so rare to see nowadays. Anyway, shall I give you a brief overview of each scent? It might
Paimon wants to hear this.
This first one is sweet as candy, straight out of a fairy tale. The second one is for those with more refined. Finally, the third one has a soft but lingering scent, like a mist that captures the last light of dusk. All clear? Don't get them mixed up now. You'll ruin the mood. Good. Be sure to come visit if you ever need help with any. I'll leave you with some parting words. One who tries to sail 3 boats simultaneously.
Let's take these 3 perfumes over to the Statue of the Seven. Mr. Zhongli's probably been waiting a while. We've brought the perfumes, Mr. Zhong. Did we take too long? You were just staring up at the...
Oh, you're back. Compared to the watch that Rex Lapis's statues have kept over Liyue.
Well, how can a person compete with us?
That is true. Well,
3 sets, and now...
thank you both. Let us offer them up.
This is the first kind of perfume. Miss Yinger said that it's sweet as a dream, and it's liked by... This is the second kind. It's got an elegant smell, and... The third kind has a gentle but lingering fragrance. Something like the dusk mist. And it's a favorite of mature ladies. Oh, what was that? That's the one older ladies like, right? Does that mean that Rex Lapis is...
Perhaps Rex Lapis has taken on countless forms. Perhaps that really was...
What a shame. We only got to see the giant... Let's hope...
We can leave that to the authorities. Let us focus on the fond farewell for Rex Lapis.
So, we finished another step in our preparation.
Next, I would like the 2 of you to help me borrow...
Cleansing bell.
At present, a friend of mine named Madame Ping is the guardian of the cleansing...
Sure, but...
Ah, I have certain reasons why I cannot be there in person.
Man, why has he got...
All things must change. Youngster, are you here to admire the flower? But it's a shame.
What happened to them?
Back in my day, people said that glazed lilies can read human hearts if they heard beautiful sounds. But if they heard too much wild gossip or slander...
So that means these
Yes, the rumors of Rex Lapis's death are no small... Some say it was a Fatui plot. Others say that the Chising made it all up. This harbor is like a... Well, I shall say no more. This old woman... Ah, that old trinket. I remember it. An old friend of mine used to wear it on his person. He saw me gazing at it often, but he told me then that if someone should come to borrow that bell... It has been many years. Still, though, I can't... Oh, these old bones are so slow to look for things. I doubt you can wait that long.
That's right, Granny. We'll follow you back home and search for it ourselves. And, we can help with...
All right, children. There is no need to worry.
Do you live near here, Granny?
Oh, an old lady like me can't afford to buy a place in this city. See this ceramic teapot?
How does that work?
Oh, youngsters. I simply mean that the bell is somewhere in...
This Granny's so weird. What does she mean? Where are we? What just happened?
Youngsters, this is where this old woman keeps all her things. Quickly now, go fetch that bell.
Whoa! That sounds like Granny's voice. So, this is her teapot? What's going on?
Oh dear, so many cobwebs. It seems I really haven't cleaned it in a long while. Sorry to trouble you, children. Please help an old lady clean up.
Did you notice? The cobwebs were made of elemental energy. How long has it been since Granny last swept this place? You know, with such a special teapot and the cleansing bell, do you think this old Granny could also be an Adeptus? Let's dance! How many levels does this teapot have? It would be nice if we had one of these too. Or at least we wouldn't have to camp outside.
Oh, you found it. Youngsters are so quick on their feet. Oh, now, let me see. How did this opening work again? Oh dear. All right, that'll do. Oh, in and out in no time. An adeptus. Oh, as to whether I am one or not, child.
Paimon kinda knows what you mean. But is also, don't you think it's weird? Something's just happened to Rex Lapis.
Oh, don't be silly. Liyue Harbor has been through a great deal in its... But no matter what, we have always performed to cry, "Catch the murderer," at the top of one's lungs. But now that you have come to borrow the bell, I guess that perhaps an old friend of mine has finally decided to... So, why would I be unwilling to lend you the... Oh? Well, if it came to that, they would... We haven't met in a while anyway. It would be nice to... Well, you must have things to do, since you... Oh, and do tell the person who sent you that if they have time, they can come over for tea.
We will. Thanks, Granny.
Let's dance!
Indeed, this is the cleansing bell. Let's place the perfume we've prepared inside. Of course. How would I know that the bell...
That's suspicious. But if you don't want to talk about it, we won't Oh, yes, that old granny. If you have the time, you can come over for tea.
That tone does not suit you. Still, her teapot is indeed very good. There are none better for brewing tea. When a suitable time arrives, I'll bring a spot of fine...
So what's the next step?
Next, we need to purchase
Ooh, Paimon loves kites. Are you taking us kite flying? Is this our break time?
No. Kites are children's toys, yes. I will explain it to you. But our next course of action should probably...
Oh!
I'll protect us!
here. The 7 kites you asked.
Yes, thank you.
It's rare to see customers who want to buy this type of kite nowadays. In the early... Well, this is Mr. Zhongli from the Wangsheng View. We've talked about a whole bunch of things while traveling with him. He seems to know Liyue's favorite topics, money and government, really well. But he likes talking about less useful topics.
Well, that's because I prefer to share fun things with you.
Children's toys are very fun things, that's for sure. Finely crafted toys are well loved by children, but this craft itself... I have made kites in Liyue for 40 years, and I am intimately familiar with the forms passed down from my ancestors.
Indeed. These are decorations used in the rite of parting. The 7 kites...
I took the liberty of coloring outside the lines when doing the As for the kite that honors the Geo Archon, one must follow the contract. Ah, Paimon's heard that name before. Huh?
The design of this kite displays a firm grasp on the cyclicality and eternity so dear. These markings of tree and leaf pay due honor to wisdom and the passage of time. Justice flows across the surface of the waters.
The compliments of a learned man.
Well then, Granny Shan, I shall take these back with me. As for the pay...
Well, allow me.
Hey, it's Child!
No, I was merely I see Mr. Zhongli's the same as ever. When paying, well, when getting other... He knows a great deal about money, and about the trials of the common man. He just doesn't consider poverty to be something that could ever happen to him. Or perhaps, you could say that he cannot imagine himself lacking money.
How has he not died of hunger yet?
Child, you are as fond of jokes as ever. The rite of parting requires helping hands as well as...
Oh, by the way, take this bag of money. You probably won't want to let Zhongli do the bargaining, if you know what I mean. Seems I missed out on some interesting information. I suppose I'll just have to find a more opportune moment
Try your luck betting on Jade?
Listen, let me tell you how it is.
Oh, protect us!
Hiring help? Sure. But let me just say first that I'm a reserve member of the Adventurers Guild. I take adventuring commissions, but I don't do...
Adventure? Venturing into the mountains to capture a few crystal flies seems adventurous enough.
That's not hard. Almost a bit too easy for a reserve adventurer.
A most fair price.
A pleasure doing business with you.
I'll race you there!
A full day of odd jobs at Yujing Terrace.
Whoa, that's expensive.
Hero of Mondstadt?
Well, you may never have heard of this hero, but it seems you've heard of Mora nonetheless. Thus, I will simply pay...
Hey, that's a good price.
Oh, help? Sure. I, Tick, always put in 100% effort. So what's the job?
Let me see. We are still missing some wooden implements over at Yujing Terrace. They aren't uncommon objects, so I didn't...
No problem. That'll be 20,000 mora for a...
Done.
This is all you got? No can do. Child? No. He's putting up the money? Oh, still no. How about this? Let's make a trade. Get me a single Chinkson flower, and I'll consider that payment for a detour to find this...
Guess we've got no choice.
Have you brought the Hey, that's pretty good. These things are pretty rare. With this Chinxin flower, I should be able to...
Oh, this is a clear fire hazard right here.
Today?
All finished then? Splendid. Any leftover cash is yours to keep.
You think you can buy us off with some loose change? No way!
Well, how does this sound? You give me the information I need.
What info do you need? Huh. Does that mean you know what he's after? Yikes! You're right! Signora!
You both need to calm down. Just what is this about? The atmosphere...
Next, we need some everlasting incense. For this, we need to go to Boo Boo Pharmacy. The finest is...
Everything is fine. I was just informing them that they need not return. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Paimon definitely felt like Child wasn't happy with us just now.
Huh.
The reception. Hello?
Welcome to Boo Boo.
Huh? Did you hear that?
The reception, it seems.
How about... Oh, there you are. But you can't even reach the count. Ah, Paimon thinks you might...
Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy. I am Once upon a time, Chi-Chi died. Then, Chi-Chi was saved by...
Something like this would be
Hello, little girl.
Excuse me, sir.
Surely no prescription is needed to purchase...
Chi-Chi can get your medicine. But only if you show Chi-Chi...
Zombies are limited to acting within the confines of their orders. And somehow in this case, the zombie... My dear Chi-Chi, we didn't bring a prescription, I'm afraid.
Okay, then.
How did you manage...
But Chi-Chi helps you.
Since when do customers need to do favors for customer service staff?
Never mind. Just think of it as a peer-to-peer transaction. That way, everybody wins.
Go to Mount Tianheng, find the Guizhong Ballista, and hunt a cocoa goat.
Guizhong Ballista. It's a kind of crossbow turret, installed on Mount Qinheng by an Adeptus. Located in Qinheng Pass, it was designed to automatically fire at large monsters.
Mr. Zhang Li really knows...
Apparently not quite. This is the first...
The cocoa goat is a legendary animal.
Did you want to add any...
No, just that the cocoa goat, what it looks like. Don't know. Where to find it? Don't know either.
Very well then. Let's start by investigating near the Guizhong Ballista.
What the heck is... It's huge! Paimon can talk, but how do you operate this thing? Aw, what?
After millennia of wear and tear, even Adepti contraptions are difficult to maintain.
So what are we gonna do? Quick, Mr. Zhongli, use your unlimited...
You almost make it sound like I'm some sort of... That said, let me think for a moment. As I recall, there is a military supply. If we can retrieve the spare parts from where they are stored, we may be able to repair...
So, what you're saying is that you actually...
I have a with the parts in hand, I could at least tinker with it.
Where is that supply post? Here, post...
These parts look... One moment. I will... It is done. The Guizhong Ballista is more
Ooh!
It's easy enough. We simply need to do this. Look, it even has a scope.
Over here we have... nothing. And over there...
Hey! Just what do you think you're doing? So you fixed up this turret because you're planning to do what?
Not a turret. A Guizhong Ballista. Also, kindly state your name before you ask.
Are you blind or something? This area is supposed to be chock full of hidden treasures. But you can't. Last time we approached the mountain, it nearly skewered one. A few of us risked our lives to disarm it, which amazingly we managed. The next thing you'll be repairing...
Tut tut. Vandalizing the legacy. It is not we who need
You're open! Jab cross!
Troubling ourselves over this rabble is not worth the time.
Oh yeah, that! So we've got the Guizhong Ballista.
A search using the Guizhong Ballista revealed no significant life forms near. What's more, a contraption built using Adeptus technology should have...
Which means a Paimon wouldn't go there.
We won't solve anything while standing here and racking our brains.
Good idea. We did our best.
Forgive us. We were unable to fulfill our end of the contract. We found no trace of the...
What a disappointment.
Aw, poor Chi-Chi. Why does Paimon feel...
Cocoa goat milk is tasty. So... I'm sorry. I have a poor memory. Ah, here.
Huh?
I owe you both an apology. I hastily...
Never mind, Zhongli. You didn't...
Excuse me, everyone.
Oh. Sorry, but Paimon's gonna leave the job of shattering this poor kiddo's...
No.
Seems Chi-Chi took this pretty...
Someone learned a valuable life lesson.
Might I ask who?
Ah, how rude of me. I'm Baiju, boss of the Boob...
Paimon thought Chi-Chi was the boss. Turns out it's some wacko who wears medicinal... What a sorry state of affairs. This little mascot is even more of a simple... Ah! The medicine... The snake is speaking! I prefer to stay silent, but faced with strangers, I must speak, lest you mistake me for an escapee from the medicine cabinet, for I am a living, breathing...
Don't mind Chung Sheng. She's a good girl, really.
Do you sell everlasting...
Everlasting incense?
Whew, at last. Things...
3 million mora. Top quality. Guaranteed.
You might as well just rob the Golden House. Oh, but the Chising have taken it over for now. Security will be tight.
3 million. An innocuous number in and of itself.
It's a crazy number. We'd never be able to...
This is correct.
What are we gonna do? Is this the part...
Coco Goat! Coco Goat! My sides hurt. Oh my...
Hey! Less laughter!
I'm almost in tears over here. Thank you. That was the best laugh I've had in a long time. Excuse me, sir. Dr. Baiju, isn't it? Truly honored. I'm If Boo Boo Pharmacy needed a stable supply of, say, coconut milk...
Strange. I knew the Fatui infiltrated businesses with...
Coconut milk. Baiju, quick.
Ah, yes, of course, Chi-Chi. Anything you want. Thank you, child.
That's like...
2,990,000. Also Well, now that this is settled, we must head back to Yujing Terrace. Mr. Child, Dr. Baiju, little Miss Chi-Chi, see you soon.
That lot is an absolute riot. So, you've been eavesdropping, I hope?
Yes, Master Child. They spoke of the Qixing.
Well. Ningguang and her Qixing cronies. What else would they be hiding in the... I apologize, but I warned you, didn't I? As the old Liyue saying goes.
Well, as it stands, we've hired helpers, and we've acquired...
Fine.
Well, traveler, have you gained anything from our adventure so far? Odd. Which is it, I wonder? The questions that such travels raise are ever so complicated. To treat you to a meal. Oh, yes, don't... Tonight, I shall take you both to an old hole-in-the-wall.
Hole in the wall?
Indeed. Let us meet... Ah, you're here. There's no need. Third round knockout is not for lightweights, like those taverns in Mondstadt. Here, the owner does not take such unorthodox orders as fruit. I ordered some wine-fermented sweet rice balls for you, if that counts.
If it is to your liking, dear customers, I shall continue.
Hey, there's even a storyteller here!
Besides fine wine, the excellent ambiance is the reason why this... But when I say ambiance, I refer to a different sort from the one...
As you all know, high above the land of Liyue lies a pavilion in the... What does it mean to have all-seeing eyes? This, my friends, Lady Ningguang's masterwork that bridge... Imagine, the weather is clear. Behold, the glorious... They say that when Lady Ningguang ponders important affairs, she retreats to her jade chamber with none but her 3 closest confidants in tow. Why brings she these trusted 3 to sift through sources, dig through documents, looking for information? Piece by piece, facts and figures paint a picture on the walls of the chamber. But well before the wall is filled, Lady Ningguang's mind is made up. Having made her call, she has every last document shredded, and whoosh, she scatters the shavings out her window. Ah, look at them, how they billow in the wind like a sudden swirling blizzard. As the fragments fall, traces of text flicker before the eyes of the merchants of Liyue, like ink stains in white snow. The saying goes, the rarest treasures in the land are the words brought by the paper snow. For the words of the Tianquan have the power to move mountains, and all throughout the land know it. These are but scraps of paper, and yet they guide Lady Ningguang's hand. Merely grasping 1 or 2 of them will surely gift you a fragment of her wisdom. Enough...
Tianquan Ningguang. Feels like we're hearing Liyue locals talk about her. The Fatui hate her. She's most like... Huh.
At last I have found you.
Who's there?
Wait, I am not with the Millelith, nor am I here to claim your bound. However, I am an emissary of the Liyue Qixing. My name is Ganyu. Well, in concrete terms, I am the corporate secretary for the Qixing. At the moment...
Ningguang sent you? We were literally...
My apologies, you who have returned from Jiayun Karst, but I have with me a letter from Lady Ningguang. She invites you to her...
An official invitation?
Lady Ningguang said, invite him to come here. I wish to meet him at the Jade Chamber. Together we shall snip every one of these
And with that, the emissary who... What, we've received an invitation? We'll be meeting people that have way more money than Paimon could ever count!
An invitation to visit the gym. You'd best be on your way now. But don't forget about the rite of parting. Once...
Don't worry, we won't forget!
Should I save this money?
Listen, let me tell you.